Okay, I wanted to go over the differences I think there is between Thailand and Malaysia. So I've been to Malaysia about, I don't know, 6 times already. And I think I see some differences between the two. And some of them are actually really good for Malaysia. Number one, the food. I've had a couple good things in Malaysia, so there's probably more. And there's a whole lot of Indian food here. Indian food is my number one. You know, the best one. It's my favorite of all time. I can't say any more about it. So Indian's number one. Thailand has little Indian food in the area I live in. There's a couple places, but one was good that I stopped in. Malaysia has them everywhere. I'm in Penang right now, but I was just in Kuala Lumpur, and both of them are just packed with Indian food. So that's one thing, the food. I probably could get used to Malaysian food, but you know, I prefer Thai food for sure. That's one difference. Another difference is traffic, and what I noticed is traffic is more civilized here in Malaysia. What I mean is people are not in that much of a hurry, people are not that rude, people, it's actually bearable. I'm going to have a lot of wind. Another thing I can talk about, things to do, like for me, I like to mountain climb. There's a whole lot of mountains in Penang, not very much in the area that I live. There are more mountains if I go to northern Thailand, but I'm not going up there because it's too cold. So that's a difference. Malaysia definitely has behind me. I don't know. I had to overexpose it to get my face, but you can get the idea. There's a huge hill right here. It's called Penang Hill, and so that's one difference. What else could I talk about? Food, that medical. It seems like medical here is like really. A lot of these doctors are Western trained, so I read, and the clinics look very clean. They're more expensive. I had to go for my ear check, and it's a little more expensive, I think, than it would be in Thailand. But I'll pay for decent healthcare. I'll pay for it, no problem. Another difference, the heat. No, we're in December. I don't know, 10th or something, and it's hot here, man. There's not a cloud in the sky, but a couple clouds over there. But so we're almost on the equator, so it's super hot here. Where I am in southern Thailand, it's not this hot during December ever. I don't remember it being ever this hot. So that's a difference. People are nice in Thailand. People are nice here as well. I'll break it into 2 separate things. So the people here, I don't know, the niceness seems more genuine to me in Malaysia. It might be just a an idea I have because I lived in Thailand for so long and I'm a little bit tired of it, you know. I'm a little bit tired of what I see as people being nice, you know, for ulterior motives or not being genuine. It's just a feeling. Another thing is expenses. So I think it's about the same. I've eaten in the tourist places. It's a little bit more expensive, but I've seen some prices for things as I walk by on the streets, and yeah, you can get food for 30-40 baht on the streets pretty easy. So prices for houses here in Penang, the taxi driver was telling me it's like 6,500 baht, so about the same as we pay in Thailand for a 3-bedroom flat or apartment, high-rise apartment, either one, he said. So that's pretty much the same. There are a lot of cars here, very few cars, very few pickup cars. So I think people on the island here are making a lot of money. If you have a car, you're making enough money to get a decent car. So that's another thing. Income potential here is probably better. It's probably better than Bangkok even. If I'm in the internet business arena, and I think I could make a lot more money here than I could in Bangkok, and probably more jobs with tech companies and things like that if I wanted to get a job, which I don't. Wow, this wind is too much. It's really too much, but it's nice. What else? Oh, there are more things, but I didn't really sit down and plan out this time, as I never do, right? What else could I talk about? The water's about the same. I can brush my teeth with it. I haven't gotten sick yet, so that says something. The choice of food in the supermarkets is good. About the same as Thailand. There's a lot of things I can find here that I can't find in Thailand. There are some things that I'm looking for that I can't find here, but I can find in Thailand. So as far as these are like Phalang foods, like foreigner food. So it's probably about even. And in Kuala Lumpur, I'm sure I could probably find everything that I wanted. As far as big department stores and things, yeah, I can find Nike, Adidas, brand stores. I can find everything I need, I think. Computers, there's Apple here, of course. I saw 3 different Apple places already. And lots of places for phones and things. I mean, there's no... Ouch. I'm getting bitten by ants and beetles. Oh. That's what I get for having a picnic on the ground. What else? As far as Thai, Malaysian guys, Malaysian girls, everybody seems to be cool, there's no, in Thailand I sense something, and maybe it is because I've been there so long, but I sense something that's not so nice anymore. Maybe I was just clueless when I first got to Thailand, right? And probably that's the case. But here in Malaysia, it seems like people are just more, it seems like they're more educated, first of all. Many more people speak English here. Many. Only really the Indian people that I saw, some of the Indian people, many speak perfectly well. Some of them don't speak at all, English. And, I don't speak a word of Malay or Malaysian, so. So that's a good thing. Many signs are in English. The Malaysian language is actually used, they use Roman characters, so same as us, right? Same as English, but they're in crazy configurations. I mean, Marokok is a word, M-E-R-O-K-O-K. I mean, they're just bizarre, so it would take quite a lot to learn that and learn the language if I wanted to. There are a whole lot of ethnic Chinese here, and they're running businesses here and tech companies, and the high-end business seems to be Chinese, but I'm not sure. So there's that. I mean, to make money here, I think would be easier and would have a higher potential if you wanted that. I talked to a girl in the airport. She was a teacher in Kuala Lumpur, and she was coming to Penang just for vacation, and she was telling me how it was to teach. She said foreigners have no problem to find a teaching job. Assuming you're a teacher already. I don't think you could do like Thailand and just have a basic degree in like chemical engineering and then teach English. But maybe you can here, I'm not sure. I don't think it's that way. As far as snakes, I saw a king cobra yesterday. Only the 3rd time in my life. I saw 2 in Thailand. So that couldn't be beat, right? I climbed this hill, this Penang hill, and then saw the king cobra on the way down. It was perfect. What else? The level of tourists here, in Penang, everybody comes for their visa run, so the level of tourists here is like worse than backpackers. Like a guy on drugs that brings his, I don't know, I don't want to say. Anyway, it's not very high here in Penang. In Kuala Lumpur, the people I saw walking around, the foreigners, were all like in business dress. It was on the weekdays, but yeah, they were all going to work, and they obviously had decent jobs. They were all in suits, and the women were nicely dressed. So that's something. I don't know what else to talk about. Maybe I'll add some to this later, but for right now, that's all I can think of off the top of my head. Yeah, apparently snakes, there's a whole lot of snakes, different kinds, and Malaysia might even have as many or more than Thailand as far as snakes, because there's quite a few here, and I could have a ball looking for snakes. There's that one. Alright, cheers.